What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV media reaction to Usyk knocking out Tony Bellew in the 8th round with a looping right hand. It was a fight that he had to think through. I think this was probably his toughest fight I've seen him in. More tougher than a British fight. More tougher than the first quarter of the Michael Hunter fight. And Bellew, threw him off his game. The Bellew didn't come out and be aggressive like I thought he should have did. He came out counterpunching and fighting off the ropes and kind of his version of the United Kingdom British rope-a-dope. And it threw Usyk off. Usyk, just calculated and took a lot of information in. He processed everything he had to do, and he got the drop in on Tony Bellew. That's exactly what it was. He got the drop on him. Sometimes you do throwaway punches, you do certain things, you feint, try to see what he's doing. That's what he's trying to do, feint. Throw a couple off-speed punches. That's his thing. He throws a lot of off-speed punches, a lot of arm punches, and when you get, comfortable with the arm punches, then he sat down like he did on that looping right hand. But in my opinion, Tony Bellew didn't have a shot in this fight. I know a lot of us start to believe, texting back and forth with Big Cool from Colossal Sports TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Texting back and forth with him, saying that Bellew was doing good. Bellew did everything I told him he should do in the prediction video. Throw the right hand. Only thing he didn't do was come out and press Usyk, and that just shows you he had a lot of respect for Usyk power and the way Usyk would counter him and his offense and how he control range. So Bellew never really sold out. I think his power was better than he expected it to be. I think his power was more respectable than Usyk thought it was, and I think ultimately that was the problem. Tony Bellew felt that man's power. He felt how he got leverage on his punches. He felt how he controlled distance, and ultimately Tony Bellew couldn't press the attack. But like I said, he did. In the first few rounds, I had it about even, 3-3. Then I had Usyk going up by a round going into the 8th round. Like I said, it was beautiful the way he changed speeds in the punches. It was beautiful how he broke down Tony Bellew. It was beautiful. But Bellew did go to the body really, really well. He counterpunched. He boxed better than I thought he would. So at the end of the day, congratulations to him. He did a lot of great things in his fight tonight. And you gotta credit to Tony Bellew. He came out and he couldn't be aggressive. He couldn't, bully Usyk around. I'm telling you, it wasn't just that Usyk controlled distance and his counterpunching ability. To be a good counterpuncher, especially at the higher weight classes, you got to have some respectable power. And I think Usyk hit more harder than I thought he did, and I think his power was more than Bellew thought it was. That's what hurt him. Them arm punches, and them penny pad punches, when he changed speeds and sit down on them, it got Usyk respect. Got Bellew respect. And Bellew, like I said, he did go to the body well. He really did. He did he did some jabs to the stomach, some big right hooks to the midsection. He had some good counter punches with the right hand. I didn't really think the left hook would be a factor. I thought it would be a throwaway punch with the left hook, right hand combination. The right hand was scoring versus southpaw Usyk, but ultimately he didn't have the stamina to keep up with Usyk. Usyk was always in position, always composed, and basically just picked him apart. That's what it was. Bellew couldn't, sell out, couldn't, make it a dog fight, couldn't press him because it wasn't that easy. And he couldn't handle Usyk's stamina. He couldn't handle Usyk's speed. He couldn't handle Usyk power. That's what it was. That power was too much for Tony Bellew. Now, did he drain himself making his weight? He did look pretty dry. He didn't perspirate like I thought he did. I think the weight cut, coming back down to cruiserweight may have hurt him a touch, but ultimately Usyk was the better fighter. He came out there showing respect, and everybody knew it was a matter of time that, Tony Bellew, picking his shots, pop shotting, and countering Usyk. I think Usyk was allowing him to do that to set him up for the whoop-de-blam. And then apparently Tony Bellew fell for the whoop-de-blam. He went on his shield. You know, he was trying to go into survival mode and land a big right hand, but it wasn't going to happen. Usyk was a better fighter. He won big looping right hand from the southpaw position. Tony Bellew, got sung a lullaby, and Eddie Hearn there trying to prep him up to get off the canvas. But come on, this was like putting a poodle in there with a pit bull. You know, this is like putting a lion in here with a neighborhood alley cat. This was no comparison. You know, in my opinion, this fight might have been closer on points than what it really was in the ring. But we've seen the class of fighter. You know, and as far as Usyk going heavyweight, he gonna have to change some things. He gonna have to sit down on some shots. He gonna have to change his style a bit. But I think he struggles with some of the top 10 heavyweight. I think he struggles with a guy like Miller. He may struggle with other guys up there as well too. I just don't think he gonna have enough size and muscle. And I think it's some guys up there that got comparable speed to him as well. So when he put that muscle on, it's gonna slow him down. So I don't know so fast to go to heavyweight, but he better move up correctly in heavyweight. And I think he at least a year or two out to be in a Joshua fight. And that's if he get through the cat pillars of the division. But I don't want to piss on this parade. He definitely defended his cruiserweight undisputed titles. Perhaps Andre Ward will fight him. Perhaps not. He can move to heavyweight and start his journey there. But I don't really see him being an all-time heavyweight great unless he makes some changes. But it's Goodfella Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter. Also, you can email me to reach out to me. Follow us on those platforms. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description as well. Salute Goodfella Sports TV once again. Your boy CJ Goodfella. Let me know what you thought about the fight in the comment section. It was a very, very good fight. Landed a knockout just how you wanted it to land. How you wanted the outcome to come out. Salute to Tony Bellew. Enjoy retirement if that's what you choose to do. Usyk, congrats. We gone.